This is a OneWorld workshop on recognizing and caring for people with dementia. Dementia is taking a devastating toll on Americans. 5.4 million Americans are suffering from one or more forms of dementia. Tonight we have 5 people here who are going to share their personal experience with you and give you some ideas about what to do with your family member, your loved one, if this disease has crept into your life. Brianna is a 22-year-old college graduate. She was raised by her grandmother, and her grandmother had early onset dementia. Brianna, tell us what this meant for you.
Ultimately what it means is that I lost my best friend, in a sense. And I just want to clarify that she didn't raise me per se, like my mom wasn't in the picture, but she was a big part of my formative years and just my growing up. With any disease, with Alzheimer's, I do say that, well, like Alzheimer's, I would say this to everyone with loved ones: have conversations about health and just things that you, even though you don't foresee it happening, just talk about things that will ultimately affect your lives together. One thing that my grandmother never liked to talk about was death, and now that it's in the advanced phases of the disease, my family has gotten together some arrangements for when she does pass. My grandmother never mentioned what she wanted. So these are conversations that you should always have, and do your own research, basically. I did. It's for the younger generations. We're always on the web, so I did a lot of research on my own, and just watching personal health. I've read things that, simple things like maybe eating bananas could have changed my grandmother's her path, in a sense, and maybe simple things like that in your diets. I just think people should always talk more about health and dietary needs.
Okay, thank you. John?
Well, I've been mulling this over in my mind, and I think the hardest thing of all is for someone who's not yet into this situation to kind of come to the realization that this is happening, and what can I do to get some education. And I think joining a support group is one heck of a good thing.
Yes.
I think you learn a lot, and I would recommend it to anybody.
Okay. Blanche?
And so the thing that I want to say is that although at the present time there's no cure for Alzheimer's, there are things that we can do. And I think, as Brianna said, learning more about the disease, whichever is the way that you learn the best, whether it's going on the web and accessing information there, or it's reading books, or it can be talking to other people that are knowledgeable about the disease. I think all 3 of those things will help you learn things about how to cope with the disease. The other thing I want to say is to reach out. Talk to other people, talk to your family members. Don't isolate yourself. There are people out there who really do know what you're going through. And in the past 15 years that I've been working with people and their families with dementia, I've seen the level of awareness increase. I don't know how many fold, but there are a lot of people out there who are dealing with this issue and would be willing to talk. So that's what I want to say. Support groups, talk to your doctors, just reach out and get the help and support that you need.
Thank you. Bettye?
I think that a support group is the way to go with a person with Alzheimer's. Through the support group, you can get references for everything that you will ever need. My support group offers a speaker every 3rd month that we have it. So we have something for veterans, we have for Alzheimer's, for Medicaid, for everything that comes through. So I think a support group is a wonderful thing. Also, with when you're a caregiver, you must accept the help when people offer. Don't say, I'll be okay, because you will not be okay. Accept the help when they offer help for you. And also, try to get away every once in a while for daycare. If you can't afford daycare, try to get out for a day with the girls, or just to shop, or just to go to the beach, or just to be alone to meditate. I think it's a wonderful thing too. But we must realize that even though we have our bad days and our good days, but our good days usually outnumber our bad days.
Thank you. Diane.
I would encourage people to get an early diagnosis, not necessarily because there is treatment which will change the course of this illness, but because an early diagnosis allows the person with the dementia to be actively involved with plans for their own future. It allows them to designate durable powers of attorney, to make a living will, to indicate what kind of care they would like as this disease progresses. An openness in the family about this disease allows the primary caregiver to get the support that they need. So keeping it a secret is never a particularly good idea. Reach out to people who can help you, as Blanche said, and particularly beyond the primary physician, reach out to the Alzheimer's Association and reach out to diagnostic centers like the Adler Center at Yale New Haven, where you can get a care manager who will help you to navigate through the resources that you'll need in the community as you face this progressive illness.
Thank you very much. And I just want to remind people that there's a 24-hour helpline at 1-800-272-3900, and it's toll-free. The Alzheimer's Association of Connecticut, the website is on the screen. The National Alzheimer's Association, the website is the same, just leave off the CT. They have a wealth of resources there for you. The Dorothy Adler Geriatric Assessment Center is at Yale, New Haven, and the website is a 3Ws, ynhh.org/geriatric. Masonic Behavioral Health Center is at Masonic Care, 3Ws, masonicare.org/, and that's in Wallingford, and that's 203-679-5900. Again, that information is on the screen. We encourage you to also call Infoline 211 for referral anywhere in Connecticut. And remember the 2 documents we mentioned, the best ways to interact with an Alzheimer's patient and principles for a dignified diagnosis, both documents put out by the National Alzheimer's Association. Alzheimer's disease comes in stages. There are stages of advancement, or dementia, I should say, come in stages. And there are 10 stages. There are 7 stages and 10 signs and symptoms. And again, we will put that information on the screen for you. We thank OneWorld, myself, and the board of directors. We thank so very much Diane Davis, Blanche Augustinelli, Brianna Mention, John Andrews, and Bettye Swindell for being here tonight and for helping us with this very challenging issue. I hope you find this information helpful. Visit the OneWorld website at oneworldpi.org/home. Look at the health section for a lot more information about this and other health topics. I hope you will be able to get the help and support you need early so that you will be strengthened and you will not feel like you've lost out. And Diane said something so important. Engage your loved ones early and get power of attorney, talk to them about their wishes so that you will not feel a sense of loss. Good night, everyone.